Okay, what are we doing?
Israel comes to me in my dreams.
What are we doing?
People are not, well, we all are going to die.
What's going on?
We need to stop trusting the experts.
What is happening?
I can't wait to have your cock in my mouth.
Guys, a man once lost every aspect of his entire political aspiration because he did this. Another man once did this, and we just knew nobody was voting for him. So what is going on? I'll tell you what went wrong. It was Donald Trump. I'm actually going to offer an alternative explanation. I don't think that Donald Trump was the death of respectability within politics. In fact, I think that the real answer is that it never actually mattered. Side tangent. When I was growing up, I lived in a world that told me that any form of cultural or self-expression would be unacceptable. Because first impressions are everything. So that meant shave your head and keep your hair low. No facial hair but a little scruff. Wear suits every day. Never get tattoos. Yada, yada, yada. The long and the short was that people were going to judge you on your appearance. So always make sure that your appearance is what someone else says is respectable. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I was told that as a kid, I immediately clocked that as bullshit. Because how are you, a person I don't know, going to define me, a person you don't know, based on your own preconceptions? I certainly wouldn't extend that discourtesy to you. Donald Trump being the death to the respectable face of politicians only makes sense insofar as we understand that politicians only had to present a polished, respectable appearance in one specific case: Barack Obama. The only politician who was ever required to appear polished and perfect in every situation. I mean, think about it. You think this guy was respectable?
Now watch this drive.
This guy, a polished gentleman? Or this guy? Surely not this guy. But I get why we believe that. When I got to my own sense of self-determination, the thing that I decided was that my personal self-expression would always be representative of what impression I wanted to be taken from my appearance. That is, I will wear the costume of how I want to be seen. Because no matter what, people are going to be making their own impression of my expression, so why not express what I want to feel and let others make the mistake of misinterpretation? And that's what's been happening in politics. There's no unified expression of a good, polished politician. But there are a whole lot of people expressing what they think people will like. Sometimes that's wearing a suit and pretending to be everyone's grandpa. Sometimes that's wearing a suit and molesting a flag. But everyone is expressing the theatrics that they believe represent their values. So when motherfuckers show you exactly who they are, listen. Because that is what is at stake when we keep letting people get away with saying evil and stupid things on the political trail, but we still give them hundreds and thousands of millions of votes. We're saying, that's cringy and stupid, but I don't think that represents any values that will affect me in my life. And this starts with being open about who you support and why. Talk to your family and friends. Ask them who they're voting for and why. And at the same time, talk about those cringy, stupid things they're doing and how that reflects on their character. Because we're only going to get idiot politicians out of our leadership by talking to the friends we make along the way.